All right, guys. So we just finished shooting part one of the video about self-awareness. And I want to talk to you guys about self-confidence because self-confidence is what I was getting the request to shoot the video about. But this was the best way that I knew to articulate it to you. Why is self-awareness so important regarding self-confidence? Because you need to understand what it is that you bring to the table. Now I'm going to transition this back to fighting again. Why? I don't know. Because I love the primitive, right? Fighting to me is very primitive. At the very core of who we are is this survival instinct and these primitive instincts that allow us to excel at life. And I think that in today's world, we like to play on the surface of stuff too much. We don't get deep enough into that primitive core of who we are. And so I use fighting to train the primitive part of myself. But fighting also exposes some things that are pretty applicable to the rest of your life. And in one way, self-confidence. So how does self-awareness impact self-confidence? Let me tell you this. When I go to engage, or if I had to engage in a self-defense scenario, I want you to understand very clearly, I'm not telling you that I could go out there and that I could beat up anybody in the world, right? Because that's just not the case. I don't care how good you are at martial arts. I'm not the biggest guy. There are some guys out there that are 6'6", 350 pounds of muscle, right? You're not going to be able to just go out there and beat that guy up. I'm sorry to tell you. But here is where self-confidence comes in. Because I am keenly aware of what I bring to the table. You see, I understand very well about my skills, my abilities. I know how I'm going to react. I know if I'm going to quit. I know where my breaking points are. You see, I understand the machine that is me very well. And I'm confident in that. I'm confident in what I bring to the table. More so, I'm confident in the fact that I am acutely aware of that. Because when I go into that engagement, that other guy, especially maybe that big guy, see, he doesn't know. He has ideas of what he's bringing to the table, but maybe he's never been tested. Maybe his self-awareness isn't accurate. And in his side, there's a question mark. In mine, there's a period. And this is important. Why does this transition outside of the world of fighting? Because when you start to test yourself in all areas of your life, you're going to be able to bring that same confidence into everything. When I go into the educational arena, you see, I test myself with education. I test myself with learning. I'm a continual learner. I'm not worried about getting into a brain battle with someone. I know my facts. I know what it is that I research. I am confident in my knowledge. And this allows me to engage with people with confidence. Let's take that to the work arena. You see, I test myself at work. I test my theories. I test my ideas. I test my leadership practices. I test what I do in management. I test myself in the work that I do. And I work hard and I take pride in it. And I learn. I have confidence with that. When I go into a business setting or I go into a negotiation or I go into a contract situation, I know what it is that I'm bringing to the table and maybe that they don't. I have confidence in my own abilities. And that is all self-confidence is, guys. Self-confidence is a keen awareness of what it is that you bring to the table and being confident in what you are capable of doing. Accurate reflection. Now, there's some people that think that self-confidence is, well, you know, you have to be the best looking person in the world. You have to be this, or you have to be that. And that is a complete misconception about self-confidence. Just like the misconception about self-defense. A lot of people view self-defense as the ability to beat up anyone. But it's not. Self-defense is the ability to know that you can keep yourself from getting hurt. You don't have to win the fight. I win if I don't get hurt. The same thing with self-confidence. I don't have to be better than that person. I just have to be confident in what I do. I have to be confident and aware of what I can do. Jermaine Andre has the best quote on this and it has stuck with me from the first time I heard it. He says, one day, somebody is going to test you for what you claim to be. And that should cut you pretty deep, because that's what my whole self-awareness video was about. About one day somebody tested me for what I claimed to be, and I failed. And that should be your biggest fear in life, is that somebody is going to test you, and they're going to discover something about you that you don't know. That's my biggest fear, and that's why I push myself the way that I do. That's why I test myself. I've said many times, in fact, I put it on Facebook not that long ago, that the toughest people in my life, they all have one thing in common, and that's scars. The scars from continual testing, the scars from trials and tribulations, the scars from discovering the things about themselves that wasn't easy, that other people didn't necessarily know. And it's those trials and those tribulations that are going to instill in you the self-confidence to approach the world without fear. To approach the world secure in what you are. Don't be afraid. If you find things about yourself that you don't like, that's perfectly fine. Refer back to the other video. You can change that. That's the beauty of it. Develop an accurate vision of your current reality. Develop an accurate perception of who you are as a person, and that's where your self-confidence comes from. That's also the first point in your life. That's the first step to developing a real vision. Because until you develop an accurate picture of your current reality, you're never going to be able to get to your vision. Because your vision is going to constantly be somewhere that you don't know where to leave from. You have to understand where you're starting to get to where you want to go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that maybe this picture of self-confidence is a little bit different than what you were expecting. I think people wanted me to tell you, you should look in the mirror and think, man, I'm a good-looking guy. But that is not self-confidence. Self-confidence is being confident in what you do, being honest with yourself about who you are, and having the faith in your capabilities in whatever situation you find yourself in. My name is Anthony. I am from Second Place Solutions. If you like this video, make sure to click the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss future posts, and make sure you click on that notification bell. I love you guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.